let me know in the comment section, y'all. What's up, people, man? How you doing, y'all? We here today to talk about what's your favorite pop culture? Pop culture, pop culture. What's your favorite pop culture? I got many favorite pop culture. I got Spider-Man. I got Hulk. I got Black Panther. I'm a DC fan. I'm a DC fan. I'm a DC fan. I like cartoons. I like movies. I like all that stuff. I like all that stuff. Tell me, what's your favorite pop culture? Pop culture. Pop culture. What's your favorite pop culture? You're on Pop Culture Here Talk. Because even though I mostly do bomb for stuff, I'm all types of pop culture, as I always say. I'm all types of pop culture. Pop culture. Okay. Yeah, guys. I'm into all types of pop culture, man. Still working on my comment, which I will put on this channel. I promise. I already showed a character that y'all came up with. Or jamming. Million pop culture cover. Million pop culture cover. That's what you're listening to right now on the Fresh Radio. Pop culture, pop culture. Let me know your pop culture. So, honestly, I love me some pop culture. The thing is about pop culture is that it pertains to many different mediums. There's music, there's animation, there's comics, there's TV, television, there's anime, there's manga. There's all types of stuff when it comes to pop culture. That's what makes it so amazing, bro. The creativity, the human mind, allowing your human mind to flow through. That is why I love pop culture. Because it allows your imagination, your human mind to flow through. For the person to show up, let me know what's your favorite pop culture and let's talk about it. That's the whole idea of this whole stream and this whole series I'm going to do. Let me know what is your favorite pop culture. Whether it's movies, television, TV shows, music, all types of stuff. Let me know what you like, bro. Because I like all types of different fields. I'm in all types of different genres and everything. So let's talk about it, guys. Let's talk about it. What's your favorite pop culture? Let me know what y'all favorite pop culture is in the comments. I'm in all types. All types, baby. We're going to replay that. Hey, Rayvon. Hey, Rayvon Evans. Which, it don't matter, man. It could be television, video games. All right, let me know what's y'all favorite video games. One of my favorites is easily like, what's that game when you play as a hero? It's like when you play as a hero, you got superpowers. Saints Row, right? Saints Row. That's one of my favorites. Saints Row? You like Saints Row? I feel you, bro. Saints Row is fire. A new game, bro? Hopefully my new favorite game be GTA 6. GTA 6 ain't never coming out, man. I swear, bro. Favorite pop culture. That's very tough to narrow down just one. So I would say video games also. All right. So y'all favorite thing is video games. Is it because of the fact that with video games, right, you can make your own choices and stuff? Like you could be your own person? Because I guess in a way, video games is like a medium to where, let me turn this down a little bit. Hope it ain't too loud for y'all. But in a way, video games is like a medium as to where you can watch a TV show, you can watch a movie, at the same time, you can put yourself in there. You can put yourself into the movie. Be like isekai. Isekai, yes. you can isekai yourself into it, you know? With video games. I know that's what a lot of people like, the protagonist that's the silent, like MC, like the MC who doesn't talk. In my personal opinion, I'm controversial on them type of MCs, right? I'm controversial in the silent MCs of video games because I feel like it just becomes a weird situation when they have dialogue but they're not talking. And I also just feel like I can get immersed with any character. Like I don't feel like I have to put myself completely into the story to get immersed into it. Like I feel like any character from any background, from any culture, any whatever, I feel like I can get immersed into it. So me personally, I don't need a protagonist that has to be, a silent. I was gonna say cartoons, but there are games such as this where I can actually be Batman or Samurai. Yeah, yeah. The thing is too about video games is that video games has definitely evolved over the years, right? Like like there was a time where with video games it was just kind of like Mario. No offense to Mario, I love Mario, bro. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Mario. I love Sonic. I love Crash Bandicoot. Anybody remember Crash Bandicoot? Crash. Am I saying his name right? Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot. Anybody remember Crash Bandicoot? I love me all that stuff, right? But there was a time in video games where, you know, while it was fun, right, it wasn't like as immersive as a television show would be. You grew up with Crash? Hey man, I bet you that was a great era. It sucks that Crash kind of, crashed during the stock market. Boom. I just know that I have my boy Miles in the shot. My fault. One of my favorite pop cultures. Pop cultures. What's your favorite pop culture? One of my favorites right here. Also, Spyro. Is that what you said? Spyro. I'm trying to remember. Is Spyro like a lizard or dinosaur or something? But yeah, games like definitely have evolved over the years because they're way more immersive, right? And you could be you can be all types of different characters. There's games you can make your own choices, quote unquote. Not really. Not really. I mean those games you can make your own choices is a lie. Okay? They make you think you can make your own choices, but it's a whole scam. Them Telltale games are a tire scam, okay? Them Walking Dead video games, them Wolf Among Us video games are a tire scam, okay? I promise you that. They make you think you can make your own choices, but a lot of times the storyline at the end is still going to be the exact same as it was before. So it's like, what am I even doing here? What was even the point of this? That's how it is a lot of times with these games. Yeah, Spyro the Dragon. I knew he was a lizard. I also played the PS1 Spider-Man games. Yo! Ah man, did anybody ever play the Spider-Man Venom game where you could play as Spider-Man and Venom? Like it was like a GameCube game, right? It was a GameCube game. I had so much fun playing that bad boy. It was like a GameCube game where you could play Spider-Man and Venom, and there was like one level. There was like one level, right, where you're freaking like Venom, and you're going against Wolverine. That was crazy to me. That was the craziest mess to me. That shit was so fun, dog. That shit was so fun, dog. I love that so much. Let me look up Spyro, because I don't remember anything about Spyro, except for the fact that he was a lizard. But yeah, the PS1 games, looking back, like stuff like PS1, GameCube, OG Xbox. It's funny how they went from 360 to 1. But the OG Xbox, right? Looking back, them effects were pretty abysmal. But it has a lot of nostalgia to it and a lot of cool concepts for sure. Some I played on OG Xbox was it was like I think it was called Star Wars Battlefront. Yeah, it was like Star Wars Battlefront. That shit was fire, dog. Because the online session, I'm telling you, man, the online session where it's like all these different people and all these different like groups you can join, all these different maps. Better than Call of Duty. I swear it was better than Call of Duty. Let me look up Spyro, because I'm trying to remember what that is. My fault for any Spyro fans in the chat, in the live or watching afterwards. I forgot who Spyro is. I know I'm a fraud, but let me look him up. Oh yeah, Spyro. Okay. Yeah, the Purple Dragon. Let me know some more about Spyro. What did Spyro do? What did you like about Spyro? That's the thing too, man. Let me know what y'all like. Let me know what y'all like, man. Cause it's like just fanboy out, fangirl out. Just let me know what y'all like. What y'all liked about the characters, or the media, or whatever it is y'all went into. To be honest, I don't know. LOL. Hey, I don't know then too, bro. If you don't know, I don't know. I don't know either. If you don't know, how am I supposed to know? Cause I don't remember anything about Spyro. I remember Crash Bandicoot was the GOAT though. Be honest, Crash or Sonic? Which one is better? We're talking about which one you enjoy more, right? We're not talking about which one was influential. We're talking about which one you like more. Crash or Sonic? Crash or Sonic? Which one do you like more? We already know which one's more influential. Sonic by far more influential. Probably like Mario. And then there's, what the heck is this? The fuck? Where does this even come from? The fuck? Anyways, yeah. Sonic over Crash. Sonic over Crash for sure. Sonic over Crash for sure. Mario or Sonic? Let me think about Mario or Sonic. Mario or Sonic? Okay. See, it's funny because people compare them, but Mario and Sonic are like very different characters. Like when you really get down to it, Mario and Sonic are very different characters with very, very different platforms of gaming. Like the bosses were great in 2 and 3. It was cool to play the dragon. I never got into Mario. Oh, Sonic. I never got into Sonic, but I would play Mario Galaxy. Hell yeah, I'll play Mario Galaxy over Spyro any day. That's not even a question. What? I hope this. Let me know if the heat is too loud. By the way, people, I'll turn it off. Hell yeah, I'll play Mario Galaxy over Spyro. I mean, I never played Spyro, but it's freaking Mario Galaxy, right? Like Mario really learned the blueprint. I'm turning the music back on. But Mario really learned the blueprint when it comes to like having party type games. You know, it'd be like, God damn it, why did you do that? Like you be sitting there about to end friendships over Mario. Like Mario would end friendships. Mario Kart would end friendships for sure. Those games were in friendships, but they really found the blueprint to the point where there was a Sonic game, right? Sonic, the Sonic franchise. The Sonic franchise tried to steal from Mario, bro. That shit pissed me the fuck off. They had a Sonic game where they was go-karting. That shit pissed me the fuck off. A Sonic game that was go-karting, bro. That shit pissed me the fuck off. Cause I was like, Sonic is a racing character, right? Sonic's a fast character. All of them are fast characters. Why are they sitting here driving cars? By the way, Marvel, where's my Black? Exactly, nigga. Where is Black Panther game, bro? We need a Black Panther game. We need a Storm game. We need a Cyclops game. All these underrated characters. We need a game of them. We need a Black Panther game. Like, Black Panther's and Marvel Rivals. That's not enough, bro. We need a Black Panther game. I want to see Black Panther in a game. I want to see Black Panther with his own game. That movie made $1 billion. Black Panther made $1 billion. $1 billion. And there's not a game of it. By the way, I pay for a Storm game. That's my wife. Hey man, you want to fight? You want to fight me for it, bro? You know I'm the next Black Panther. You gonna fight me for Storm, my dude? You don't want that. Wait a minute, bro. Come on now. Come on, son. Don't try me, bro. Come on, Storm your wife, bro. What's up, bro? So, yeah. They storm your wife, boy? Huh? They storm your wife, boy? I'm the next Black Panther / Spider-Man, my God. Don't play with me, bro. Don't play with me, bro. I'm trying to be the next Black Panther. Storm your wife, that's mine, bro. Yeah, I need my king. Bring my King T'Challa and my boy Stark. Yeah, son. Yeah, man. There's not enough collabs in the universe of T'Challa and Tony Stark. A lot of people don't know about T'Challa, Black Panther, is that he has some elite technology. There is some elite technology in Wakanda. I don't know why I put this on like it's a Wakanda match, but there's some elite technology. Listen, there's some elite technology in Wakanda. All right, don't tell him I said that. There's some elite technology in Wakanda. They have a device in Wakanda from the comics that can destroy Thanos. I will repeat. They have a device from Wakanda that can destroy Thanos. The technological advances of Wakanda were not even shown to the exact extent that it actually is. T'Challa and Tony Stark need more collabs. I'm kidding. If any comic character was my wife, it would probably be Wonder Woman from the DCA. DCA. The freak is that? DCA. Wonder Woman DCA. Wonder Woman DCA. Oh, the one who's a terrible actress. Okay. T'Challa also has magic in the comics, not just tech. He's also yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly, man. Like if I'm not mistaken, he can literally do stuff with technology. Like he can like make technology, not a level of start, but he can make stuff. Oh, DC animated. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I low-key forgot for a sec that one of them was DC. I ain't gonna lie. L fan, I know. I low-key forgot. But yeah. Oh, DC the animated. Yeah. It's funny because like in the animated cartoons of DC, every single female character looks absolutely amazing. Like every single female character has an hourglass figure. But you know, at the same time, we need more body types, man. We need more body types. You know? Where's the multiple body types? It's like basically older. It's like basically older. From One Piece, right? From One Piece, right? It's like basically older. Because that counts as pop culture, I guess, as well. With One Piece, there's like one body type of the chicks, right? It's like some of these like cartoons, like especially like some of these comic book cartoons have these female characters. There's one body type. There's one like hourglass. Oh my God. Vader. Darth Vader. I think you commented, oh my God, before. Was that you? Was that you, Vader? Vader. Let me see, Vader. Vader. Yeah. We need multiple body types. There's all types of chicks and multiple body types that are fine, bro. All right. DC animation. The Justice League cartoon. I mean, the Justice League cartoon was fire. That Justice League cartoon was fire. Like I don't know. I don't think they could ever replicate that again. Man, because that one episode where I think it was like Batman. Give me a second. Batman. I think it was Batman and Green Lantern. I think they had went back in time. Right? And then they got captured by Batman, and it was from a universe. Character, please help me out. No, you probably remember. It was like from a universe. Fudge. It was like from a universe where they had died, I think. And Batman was like very paranoid. The episode was fire. The Justice Lords. Is that the episode it was? Yeah, the Justice Lords. Yeah. I know it's like, I'm talking about my favorite episode. I didn't remember my favorite episode. I didn't remember my favorite episode, but yeah. I couldn't remember the exact points because it was so long ago that I watched it. It was so long ago that I watched the Justice League cartoon, honestly, though. But Justice League cartoon is fire, right? Like, there's the episode where, what's his name? Martian Manhunter goes to the hood. That was fire, too. In that world, Flash had died. Yeah, it was Flash. Dog. Oh, dog, I forgot. Oh, man, I'm tripping. It was Barry Allen. It was Flash. It was Flash. Yeah, Flash had died. And like Batman was like super paranoid. That episode was fire. Because it was really genius how Batman came up with to get up out of there. It was really genius. Really genius stuff. Probably remember that part more than me because I feel like you grew up on that. Oh, it was Wally. Hey, Wally West. Which one your favorite? Wally West or Barry? That's a good question. Which is your favorite Flash? Wally West or Barry? Wally West or Barry? Which your favorite Flash? Okay, he already answered. Wally. No, he already said that. Wally West or Barry? What's your favorite Flash? Or do they all kind of like accumulate together? I know people be having their favorite Flashes, but honestly, bro, it kind of just depends. It kind of just depends on the storyline. And I know that's super controversial, but it really, really, really just depends on the storyline. Like there's Jerry, there's Barry, there's Wally, there's Kid Flash. I feel like none of them are inherently better than the other. There's the one we know the most, which is like Wally and Barry, but I feel like none of them are inherently better than the other, right? It just depends on who's writing the story. Am I tripping for saying that? I feel like it really just depends on who's writing the story. Like I feel like there's no like specifically better Flash that exists. Madison Pop Culture. That's what's playing right now. Madison Pop Culture live mashup cover by M. Red Rolio. Sorry, stream. I got to listen to it. So silly. Hot take, by the way. John Stewart is better than Hal Jordan. You know what? Fair enough. Shout out to this pop culture right here. Now imagine being drunk listening to this though. What is this? It's Madison Pop Culture live mashup, bro. Live mashup by M Really Lil. M Really Lil. That was fire. That was. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. I had to listen to that real quick. That was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. All right, where's let me see. I'm gonna ask a question. Ask a question. Favorite video game? Let's cover my face. I ain't gonna cover my face after the stream's up though. Now everybody is making this matchup is going on. I feel like John Stewart and Hale Jordan are like very, very different characters though. I feel like it's not something that you could like. I feel like it's not something that you can like determine, right? Cause John, I feel like John's like is more of a leader, right? More like a leader, like more of like a commander. I feel like when I think of John, I think of like more of a commander. With Hale, I think I'm more of like a not a adventurer, but like a I more like a I kind of fit the tone of Marvel, right? I feel like Hale Jordan kind of fits like the tone of Marvel a bit more, where he's kind of like this guy who has this kind of like goofy kind of personality. I feel like there's a difference between John Stewart, and Hale Jordan. I feel like there's a difference between them. I feel like there's a difference between them when I think about them too. What's your favorite video game though? What's your favorite video game? I said mine was Saints Row. I also got GTA. I got Minecraft. I love me some Minecraft. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. John is an ex-military and has led other heroes. Hale to me is more like a Marvel. Yeah, that's where we put it. Yeah, John is John's like when you look at John, you think about John, he's like, I'm him for real. While Hale is like, I don't know. Think of insert Marvel joke, right? Insert Marvel joke. Insert cheesy Marvel joke. I feel that's Hale. That's not dissing Hale, but I feel like that's more of Hale. John's more the leader type. You know, he's the one who slapped the mess out of Flash in the cartoons, because Flash was tripping. Hale is Peter with godlike powers. You heard that, Miles? You heard that, Miles? Why can't I move my freaking thing, bro? Okay, there we go. You heard that, Miles? He said, Hale is Peter with godlike powers. That's crazy. Hale is Peter with godlike powers. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. You know? I don't know how to retort, but it's not wrong. So I wouldn't know what to say about that. Because I guess he basically is. I guess he basically is, right? Basically is. But like I kind of don't like comparing characters sometimes because I know it's not in bad faith to probably character, but sometimes when people do compare characters, they do it just to like shit on characters. Like, oh, they're not that great. They're just this version of this character. Like I feel like Miles, like well, somebody can say Miles is like the spider version of Stash Shock, for example, right? Somebody can downplay Miles Morales by saying that, basically, you know. Somebody can downplay my boy Miles Morales. Shout out to Lady K for this poster, by the way. Somebody can downplay Miles Morales saying he's the spy version of Stack Shock. Favorite video game? What's your favorite video game though? Let me know your favorite video game. Y'all don't play video games? What's your favorite anime? What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite TV show, dude? What's your favorite music? I'm gonna play the music again because the music was fire and it got my brain rolling. All right, I'm black. I mean, I'm back. Favorite game as a favorite game that's tough. How does the downplay Miles? I ain't say it does. I'm saying people sometimes do stuff like the downplay. Um, Cat Curry, I you play a lot of games, bro. You can't think of a favorite. What's your top two? What's your top two video games? What's your top two video games? All right, I'm gonna ask y'all another question. Got another question for the stream. Somebody, it's a very broad question right here. Zach Shock and Miles be a dope crossover. Zach Zach Shock Miles Deku from My Hero Academia. We all be dope. We all be dope. Be dope crossovers. All be dope crossovers. All be dope crossovers. Draw us like one of your friends' girls. Those are all dope crossovers. My favorite hero, I always say it. In Wakanda forever, yo. Those are my two favorite heroes. Two favorite heroes. Across media. Across media? Okay, I don't know they're my two favorite heroes across media though. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I would say my two favorite heroes across media is. I want to see Sad Shock and Luke Cage crossover. Yo, that would get crazy. I don't know how that would ever happen, but that would go crazy because Luke Cage got canceled way too fast. Way too fast. Way too fast. They need to bring back Luke Cage, man. Bring back Luke Cage, man. Got canceled way too fast, man. Canceled way too fast. Luke Cage was such a great show. Boom Master, whatever his name was great. All them people was great. All them people was great. That one lady, forgot her name was. She was great. The dude who got taken out in like 2 episodes at the beginning of season 1, who was like the MC, the main villain, he was great. He was great. All them characters was great in Luke Cage, man. And they got taken out. Hey, sucks to see it. Sucks to see it. Sucks to see it. But yeah, guys, I am finna head on out. I got some stuff to do. I am finna chill a little bit because I've been grinding all day. But this was a good quick talk, y'all. Good quick talk. I loved it. Always great talk about my favorite superhero changes. Sometimes it's Superman, sometimes it's Batman, sometimes it's Iron Man, and other times it's Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Yeah. I feel you on that, bro. I mean, here's the thing, right? When I think of some of my favorite heroes, they also are oftentimes anti-heroes, right? To me, so it becomes a situation where it's kind of hard for me to, like, sometimes they're so anti-hero I don't know if I can even fully classify them as a hero. Like, I got my Lelouch, right? Lelouch, I love Lelouch. I love Discord from MLP. But I feel like those two aren't heroes. I feel like they're so extremely anti-hero. They're so unscrutinous hero that I feel like those two don't classify as heroes. I feel like those two like are such on a level of just questionability that's like I don't know if I would classify them as heroes in any way, shape, or form. I feel like that's where the problem comes up with characters, with some of my favorite characters, where my favorite hero, quote unquote, in media probably will be Lelouch, right? I like Lelouch more than I like Miles or Black Panther. Lelouch is like, okay, Lelouch has some very, very noble goals, but I don't know if I call him a hero. Also, Yusuke. Yeah, Yusuke is a hero. Yusuke is a hero. He may not see himself as a hero, but he's definitely a hero. Yusuke is one of those characters who they don't classify themselves as a hero. They may not go out their way to attempt to be a hero, right? Like, his intention not specifically save the world, but he ends up saving the world because of who he is as a person. In many ways, Luffy is like that as well from One Piece. They're like that as well. And like that soccer character that people create on stream, because the stream created a character, like a combo character. You can check out Superhero Gameplay. I'm pretty sure that was, yeah, Superhero Gameplay. That's the one I showed the character that the streamer created. Because everybody in the comments came up with these ideas and stuff, and I had them get drawn, right? That character is also kind of like that hero where it's like he's mostly all about soccer and stuff, right? But he also does try to help his community and stuff. So that's really interesting about him. Those are some of the most interesting characters. Those characters who, like, they're so complicated, you can't classify them as a horror villain. Those are some of the most interesting characters. And there's a difference between just anti-hero, hero, and villain. And a character that you can't classify as all three. If you have a character that you can't even tell if they're an anti-hero, a hero, or a villain, you got one of the dopest characters ever. You've written one of the dopest characters ever. That's the type of character I want to write, bro. That's the type of character I want to write with my stories, with the stories I create. I want to write a character that is so complex, so interesting, so intricate, right? That people in the audience are like iffy on if they're a freaking hero, a freaking anti-hero, or a freaking villain. That shit is awesome. That's like the most awesome fucking character you can create. That's why I love Lelouch. That's why I love Discord. People hate on MLP, but Discord is a complex ass character. He's not the best written character, but he's an example of a character type I like. Well, he's just so fucking great, so fucking just different, right? The character's just so different because they have a mixture of just such evil shit they do, right? Such selfish attention, such selfless attention at the same time, such like depth and like the way they work. I love them, bro. I love them. I love characters like that. We need characters like that. I don't want these cookie cutter ass characters that you can easily tell that they're an anti-hero, that they defeat de facto anti-hero. The point where I feel like they're low-key not anti-hero. They just happen to just beat people up in a little meaner way. Like Daredevil in the TV show is supposed to be an anti-hero, but he's not an anti-hero. Like I feel like he's not an anti-hero. I feel like he's like just a hero who just breaks bones. Like Daredevil to me is just a hero that breaks bones in TV show. I don't feel like he's an anti-hero. I feel like they call anybody an anti-hero. Now I get that there's different types of anti-heroes. There's the classical anti-hero. That's the one that a lot of people forget about. The classical anti-hero is a hero to where they're flawed in the sense that they're not specifically ruthless, but in the sense that they have very heroic qualities, right? In the sense of a lack of confidence, right? A lack of bravery, things like that that you don't expect a hero to have. That's a classical anti-hero. Because anti just means against opposite. It doesn't always mean ruthless, but at the same time, I feel like that Daredevil's not even like a low level anti-hero. Because he's so heroic in intentions and goals and actions that I can't even classify him as anti-hero. He just breaks a couple bones, I feel. Batman to me isn't really an anti-hero either. Most times. Sometimes they make Batman super gritty to the point where it's like, how are these people alive that he's beating up? But most time Batman is just, you know, as heroic as Superman, he just dresses in black, right? Instead of red, he dresses in black. That's how Superman is a lot of times. Yeah. That's how Superman is a lot of times. Like Batman and Daredevil, not true anti-heroes. That's why I love Jesse as a character. Well, actually, Jesse's kind of obvious. Jesse's not an anti-hero. He's an anti-villain. He falls to that anti-villain. He falls to that anti-villain format. That's what I feel like Jesse falls into that. Jesse's anti-villain for sure. But yeah, guys, we covered a bunch of media. This is gonna be more than one episode in the future. I like this right here where we can just talk and just free and fanboy and fangirl, right? Like that's my favorite, right? That's my favorite right there. That's why I love this. Just being able to have a free for all talk. So I'm finna eat some dinner. I'm finna chill a little bit. I'm finna edit some more. I got 10 shorts in the work. 10 shorts in the work. And I got one long length video in the work as well. But peace, like, subscribe. I'll stay tuned for the next one. Wakanda forever, yo. I love this poster. Shout out to Lady K. Shout out to Lady K. This shit is awesome. W producer in the chat. Lady K, baby. Yeah, this is awesome, bro.